I'm KV Dahl. My family's been in the car business since 1911, and I love cars. I think about cars all the time, and heck, I even dream about cars. I was born with a dipstick in my mouth and gasoline in my veins. And this is my garage. Welcome to this week's KV Dahl's Garage. This week we've got a 1937 LaSalle four-door sedan, one of the originals of the Dahl Davenport collection. This was the second car that my father bought. He bought it in 1967 or 68 from the granddaughter of Mr. F.A. Free, who was the original owner of this car. F.A. Free owned the Free Photo Studio on Brady Street in Davenport, Iowa, and this was his pride and joy. There was rumors that he used to race up the hill of Brady Street Hill, racing Mr. Alter, another proud name of Davenport, Iowa, and he always kept a pistol in the glove box. Granddaughter of the owner needed some garage space, and this car was kept in the carriage house that was behind the Free Photo Studio on Brady Street. And skip forward a little bit, that carriage house where this car sat for basically its entire first half of its life got condemned in the 90s. And a guy in town here in Davenport wanted to save that carriage house, and he actually disassembled the carriage house, numbered it beforehand, and then reassembled and restored the carriage house, and that's his home today in West Davenport. So I had an interesting visitor a few years ago at the dealership, and a gal came in and she said, "I am F.A. Free's granddaughter, and I sold your father our 1937 LaSalle." She said, "Do you guys still have the car?" And I said, "Absolutely we do. It's one of my favorites. What a great car." She said, "I don't know if you'd be interested, but I found the original bill of sale when he bought the car from Davenport Oldsmobile Company." So I said, "Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?" He bought it, Mr. F.A. Free from 1426 Brady Street. It looks like he bought it September 21st of 1937, and with all of the ads, it was a total of $1,262.90 paid in full, and there it is. How often do you see that on a 1937 model year car, the original bill of sale? So take a look at the inside of this thing. The interior is absolutely luxurious, and again, you've got that very Art Deco looking dashboard, kind of in two-tone gray. Take a look at the font that they used for the letters and the numbers on the speedometer and on the clock. I mean, Art Deco to the max. Once again, the LAS for LaSalle on the center cap, and a beautiful banjo-style steering wheel. Starter button right there to fire it up, and these nice moldings that are in the door panels to match the moldings that go down the top part of the body in the car. And then even on the pedals, you have LAS for LaSalle. Great looking car. You know, the trim moldings on this car are all original. They show a little bit of patina, but that just shows that the car's been used and the car's been cared for. We added the flower vessels here on the side. They come in very handy when you're driving somebody in a wedding. Very, very nicely appointed interior of this car. But let's talk about the car. 37 LaSalle, good looking car. LaSalle division was just below Cadillac in the line of different categories that General Motors had. So you had Cadillac, you had LaSalle, and then you had Buick, Oldsmobile, Pontiac, Chevrolet. So this was basically a cheap Cadillac. Now, to me, a 37 LaSalle is prettier than a 37 Cadillac. It's got a little bit less chrome on it. It's a lot more tasteful. You have that nice narrow LaSalle grille that's unmistakably LaSalle all the way around. Something that's a very Art Deco car. The lines of this car just flow very nice. Right off of the front of the hood openings right there, right down the side. You've got that great looking hood ornament in the front. Makes the car look like it's moving 1,000 miles an hour. You've got the chevrons on the front of each of the fenders, on the front and on the back. And then you've got the LaSalle. So that's in the front of the bumper, on the back bumper, and on the center caps of each of the wheels. You also have the LAS on the center cap, the horn button of the steering wheel, and V8. This is powered by a Cadillac L-head flathead V8, and this thing absolutely hums. Taking a look under the hood of this beautiful 37 LaSalle, there we have the L-head flat Cadillac V8 motor. Boy, I tell you, this thing absolutely runs strong. Nice looking car, nice looking engine, porcelain manifolds right there, all original. You know, your vents down the sides, and LaSalle right on the side of the hood, just in case you forgot. This car really wakes up on the highway. I've driven this particular car to a lot of my friends' weddings. This is kind of known as the wedding car. I've driven pretty much all of my best buddies from their wedding to the reception in this particular car. I've had this car to Omaha, Nebraska, Chicago, Illinois, La Crosse, Wisconsin, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I've driven it to every place that I've taken it to. And really, it just wakes up right at about 70 to 75 miles an hour. It hums down the highway. You can take your hands off the wheel. It tracks just perfect. And man, does it ever have a good sound to it. But coming down the side of the car, you see we've got dual side-mounted spares, which just really give the car a look of elegance. Those nice running boards with a chrome strip going down the side, and chrome on the front and chrome on the back. And a very unusual molding with these two little nudges kind of that go down from the front of the molding on the hood all the way here to the back of the body. Again, LaSalle on the center cap. If you look here, now I said this car had chevrons on all four fenders. The chevrons on the front fenders are actually little chrome stainless moldings, but on the taillights of this car, you've got the chevrons right there. So that's your chevron on the back of the car. You have this nice humpback trunk, and again, chevrons right here in the middle, and LAS for LaSalle, just in case you forget. A great looking car, 1937. This was the queen of the fleet for a long time in the Dahl collection. It's still one of the queens of the fleet, but it's a great car, so tasteful. Ultimate Art Deco car of the late 1930s. I mean, this thing was absolutely top of the line. And you drive a 37 LaSalle versus like a 37 Ford, there is quite the difference. These things were really top-notch. General Motors really had it going on. 1937 LaSalle four-door sedan from KV Dahl's Garage. So if you're into the preservation of automobile history, like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.